Hey Flosstube, this is Amy. Hope you're having a great stitching week. For those of you that have been here before, thank you so much for coming back to spend time with me. For those of you that are new, thank you for joining me. This is just a channel all about cross stitch, and I love the interaction that we have here in our community. So welcome, and I hope you found it a fun place to hang out. So you guys should feel very honored because today I actually played dress up. I put on makeup. I fixed my hair. I don't think I'd done it in almost 3 weeks. So I have not been out of the house in almost 3 weeks. My husband's been getting groceries, bless his heart. He's still having to go in and out for work every day. So we figure since he's already exposed, he gets to buy the groceries. I honestly have not been, getting dressed up or fixed up. So it was kind of fun today to get fixed up for you guys. Next time I may just film in my ponytail and no makeup and let you see what I usually look like. So been doing a lot of stitching, a whole lot of stitching. I'm here. My son is home right now, which is awesome because he's great company. He is a college professor and tennis coach, and he gets to teach from home, so he got to come home to do that. So I'm very thankful. If it hadn't been for him, I'd be going nuts right now. So he's really good company. He's good entertainment. But I have been doing a whole lot of stitching, and I wanted to share with you what I have been doing. If you follow me on Instagram, you have seen my ink circles tapestry piece. And let me show you the original. This is the original color scheme. And this is the one where I matched the colors to an entryway rug that I have. And I reached the halfway point and surpassed it. This is 199 stitches by 199 stitches. It is on a platinum lugana 32 count. And I love the way it's looking. The colors are bright and happy. So I've had to frog quite a bit to get it the way I want it and color wise, but I do like the conversion. So getting close to the bottom, right here is the bottom corner. I've been skipping all over, which is dangerous, I know, when it's a symmetrical piece like this, but I thought I might as well live dangerously with my cross stitch. That's the only thing I live dangerously with. So that's my tapestry. Words to Live by Tiny Modernist. I got all the other patterns in. I showed you guys last time. I finished this block. Nothing Worth Having Comes Easily. And now I've started the Success block, block 4. This is on a gray 16 count Aida, sorry, 16. And I changed the color to pink, 3607 DMC. All the other colors are the called for colors. The Shores of Cochrane Hollow. I just started this last time I visited with you guys, and I know that's it's not Mania time, but I wanted a new start and figured why not. So I'm stitching this on a 32 count Summer Khaki Linen. This is going to be huge. This is just the first block. I didn't have the picture in front of me. I had the pattern, but I wasn't really paying attention. I realized this little seagull was on there. It was cute. He just appeared as I was stitching. Those clouds to me look like little lambs leaping, like counting sheep. But this is a really fun pattern. I've subbed Victorian Motto flosses, so I looked at the DMC conversion and then just subbed in my Victorian Motto flosses, and I like the way it's turning out. So Shores of Cochrane Hollow. And here are some of my colors. Okay, so in my haul that I got, I placed an order with 123 Stitch, and I didn't show you guys everything because my video last week was getting rather long. I did order some other needles. I ordered the Peacemaker 26 and 28 count. And then I ordered a set of Sullivan's Easy Glide ball tip needles. And size 28. And then I did order the Pat Carson size 26 needles. And I was shocked when I got them. They just came in a little folded up piece of paper, basically, 25 needles. I thought they'd at least be in a little holder or something, so I need to figure out how I'm going to keep those without losing them, because I'm good at losing needles. But part of my order was Blackbird Designs. So I have never stitched Blackbird Designs, and I wanted to, and I looked through all the pretty things and was trying to figure out what to start with first. And the Magical Mystery Tour series that they did for the Beatles really caught my attention. I think I was 13. For my 13th birthday, I asked my family for all of the Beatles cassettes. Every cassette I could find from the Beatles. I loved it. I think I was 13. So if I wasn't 13, I was 16 because I drove a 66 Mustang, and for my 16th birthday, that's what I got for my 16th birthday. My dad got me a cassette player and installed it in that Mustang, so it was pretty happening technology back then. But I loved listening to Beatles music, and I've forgotten how much I liked it until the other day when I was watching The Voice, and a gentleman from Hawaii sang Blackbird, and it was so gorgeous. It was so beautiful. So I pulled up his recording of it and then pulled up some other Beatles songs just to have fun with. And right about the same time, I saw that Blackbird Designs had the Magical Mystery Tour series that they did a few years back. I don't know if there's a year on here. 2014 is when they did these. And so that's when I was away from cross stitch and didn't know all the fun things were here. So I had to grab them all. And this one, the first one, is Eleanor Rigby, the very first one. And it has this colorway, but then it also has this colorway. I thought it was really pretty. I've heard you guys talking about Blackbird Designs and how if they ever got a print, they're hard to get. So I wanted to grab everything at once that I could. The second one is called Strawberry Fields Forever. Love this one. Let me see, these aren't in order. This is the third one. The third one is The Long and Winding Road. The fourth one is Octopus Garden. And I admit, when I saw the title of this song, I had to go look it up. I don't remember this song. It's a funny song, so they kind of wrote it for kids. So I loved the just whimsical nature of this pattern. The little octopus is adorable. So I got it, and now I know the song. And for the first time, I got some 36 count linen. And this is a Smoky Blue linen. It's just a Zweigart. And I did a little Instagram poll and asked whether you guys would do 1 or 2 threads on this 36 count. The majority was for 1 thread on 36 count. It was about 80%. About 20%, of course, were the two strands of floss. I went ahead and did one strand on this one just so I could see what it was like to stitch with one strand of floss. I've never done that before. I think for this one it works. Kind of looks muted, like it's under the sea. I think next time I do want to try the 36 count. I tried it on this one to start with and it seemed to be a little thick. I wanted this one to kind of look a little faded and muted. I was really excited. I thought I got to the end the other day and I started working my way up, doing the fish, and then realized the next morning that right here, I'd missed one of those little, so I had to pull all of this out. I had to frog it all out. I thought about trying to squeeze it in. I thought, nope, I want it done right. So I think it's fun. It's charted for, I guess, the year the song came out. This is actually my birth year too, so it's really fun. I'm using Victorian Motto flosses, but I'm also using, let me see, I used Blue Corn Classic Colorworks for the words. And then I used Gentle Arts Lagoon for the waves and for the border. What's funny is that they actually look a lot alike. So I've got Victorian Motto, DMC that'll go in here. This called for right here. I just subbed a DMC. It was a DMC call for that I used. But I like the 36 count. I have to make sure that I'm in the right spot, that I'm not over half a stitch. So I love the little tip of making sure you start on the left side of that up post for stitching on linen. So it's been fun learning how to stitch on 36 count, and I like it. I do like the look of the linen. I like the feel of the linen, and I like that it gets softer the more that I use it. So just a small start, but it was fun. And like I said, it was the first time I'd ever stitched on 36 count, and the first time I had stitched with one strand of floss. So that's the fourth in the series. The fifth in the series is the one that is probably the most popular, Yellow Submarine. That one just looks really fun too. That same linen I used for the Octopus Garden would be cute for this one too. And then the last one, oh, I hope I have it for you. Yep, here it is. Oh no, this is the third. They were out of order, sorry. This is actually the third one. The Blackbird. So the whole time I'm working on this one, I just have this song going in my head, and I love it. So if you guys have not heard the guy singing on The Voice a few weeks ago, look it up. It's on YouTube. He does a great job with that rendition. So for this one, I got even more adventurous, and I got some 40 count fabric. Oh my goodness. So I got 40 count Mallow. This is another Zweigart fabric. And I am stitching with Classic Colorworks Black Coffee. And there are my teeny tiny stitches. Oh, focus in. It is so tiny. So my little funky magnifying glasses that I got, that I showed you last time, I have to use those for this. So I haven't done a whole lot with it. I've noticed that the glasses do get heavy after a while. I haven't tried it with just like stronger readers to see if that might work. But definitely my regular multifocal lenses are not strong enough for the 40 count. But it's fun, and the fact that it's stitched just with one color. And Black Coffee was not called for. What was called for was espresso bean from Gentle Arts, and it was out everywhere I looked. So I did have the black coffee just because I bought it earlier, and I thought it went really well. So there's my Beatles starts that I'm so excited about. Yay. I haven't started any of the little free stay-at-home Be Well, Stitch and Be Well pieces, but the one that I printed out that is at the top of the stack is Liz Matthews' Let's Stay Home. Another one, what was the other one? Satsuma Street had a really cute Let's Stay Home one, but I've got them all in my binder. I just printed out a bunch of them. So there's just some really sweet ones. So I've got my binder. I've got some other ones that need to go in the binder, and need to stitch one of those as a souvenir of this time. So I'll let you know which one I start. Let me know which ones you're doing. I think it's just really generous of all those designers to share their work with us. What I've been infatuated with lately, kind of looking at Hands Across the Sea, she is posting almost daily, and her voice is so relaxing and so gentle and so soothing, and I can't help but just be relaxed when I listen to her. So they have some that they are doing PDF files that they're releasing, and they're called Little Gems, I believe. So I'm looking at a couple of hers, but there's just so many things that I want to do. I need to get some more fabric. I was glad that I kind of enhanced my stash a few weeks ago, because some things are getting short to come by. You know, not having a local needlework shop, I don't really have a relationship with any of those. I know that Summer, or all of them, would be awesome to reach out and help. I know that I did contact one in California, and I was kind of felt bad for even bothering her. She kind of let me know that they didn't have time to do anything right now. So, but if you guys know of some great, if you guys have a local needlework shop that you know doesn't mind phone orders or email orders, let me know. Right now, 123 Stitch is my go-to. So let me know, because I don't want to bother anybody, but I would love to support small businesses. What else? I have to tell you what I found, talking about designers being generous. I found, when I was looking at all the free stitches, Jardin Privee is a designer that I have not stitched before. And Jardin Privee on their website has a stitch along that was free, that was done a while back. I'm not sure how long ago it was. It has a copyright on it, but it's just a free stitch along that's on their website. And I don't remember how long ago it was, but it's called the Privee-Positive. It's the Positive Thoughts stitch along, which I thought that was perfect for right now. So there's different parts of it. I believe maybe 5 or 6 parts. And I finished the first part last night. So the first part goes down to the Way to Happiness, with a little fence and flowers and butterflies. It's very, very sweet. She gives DMCs, and I just subbed my Victorian mottos in plus DMCs. And then the second part starts down here. So I love it because when I finished the first part, that was 1 page. And when I pulled out the page for part 2, she put this at the top, so I'd have a starting place for where to go next. So it made it really easy to follow. It wasn't just like a 3 square overlap. She put the whole phrase, and then I can go from there. So I thought that was sweet. So it's going to be a long one, but not very wide. So it'll take up most of this fabric if I counted right. And I'm using, picture this plus 28 count doubloon. This is one of the ones that I had started my Autumn Quakers by Rosewood Manor on, and then realized that it was cut crooked. like really crooked. And why I didn't notice that ahead of time, I don't know. 1, 2, 3 Stitch made it right. They got me a new piece of fabric pretty quick, so that was good. But yeah, lesson learned. But yeah, so I just used the other side of it to stitch my little Jardin Privee-Positive thoughts. And you can translate it into all different languages. She has another Spanish and French and I believe Dutch maybe. So really neat. So look at her website. It's just, I thought that was really, really pretty. So that's another new start. And here are some of the colors. They're all Victorian Motto. So I just did the DMC and then did the conversion with Victorian Motto. Let's see. Okay. I think we're good on time. Couple of other things. Let's do one other thing. I know that you guys have other things to do besides hang out with me. But this is one that I had, a pattern I got the other day out of a bargain basket at a stitch shop when we were traveling. And it's Country Cottage Works Spring. And it's just a very simple, sweet design. And I hand dyed with Rit dye this fabric. Let's see if I can get the color show. So I used apple green and rose, I believe, for the pink. A little bit washed out, but the green's brighter than it's showing on screen. So more green, a little bit of pink. I originally did this thinking I might order Spring Fling, but then I remembered I had this little Country Cottage Work pattern, and I just pulled the DMCs plus 1 Victorian Motto. And these are the colors. So it's going to be so bright and happy. I think that the colors will be really pretty on that fabric. So another thing, I was thinking Mania, but you know what? I think that we all deserve to go ahead and start Mania now. Why stop? So trying to think if there's anything else I need to share with you. I just have so many projects going, and this is so unlike what I used to do because I was a monogamous stitcher. I would stitch on one thing until I finished it, until I discovered Flosstube and saw that you guys had other things started, so I should have other things started. And the birthday piece that I did for my mother that I showed you a few videos ago, I did give that to her early. Her birthday was actually yesterday, and it was funny that I gave it to her early because that's not something that I would normally do, but it worked out really well. We're staying away from my parents too, and my husband's delivering groceries to their porch, and yesterday we delivered some treats just to her porch as well for her birthday. But she sent a picture of her sitting in her dining room with her picture hanging on the wall, so maybe I'll try to insert that, show you guys. So sometimes my mom and dad will turn on YouTube in their living room on their TV and watch my videos. It's so cute. So if y'all are watching, hi Mom and Dad. They're so sweet. I think they're enjoying this time together. My dad stays really, really busy, so the fact that they're on a long date with no interruptions is kind of fun. So my grandson is another one that watches, which I think is just awesome because he told me the other day that he gave me a thumbs up. So nothing better than a thumbs up from your grandkids. So hey Creed, love you. And then my great niece is another one that watches, and it's really funny because she is a dog trainer, and she's pretty serious into that, and she has some really cool videos that she has done, and she's the one that encouraged me to do videos. So Eliana, if you're watching, hi Ellie. So thanks for indulging me and letting me say hi to my people and saying hi to you guys. I have loved getting your comments and hearing from you both on Instagram and on the videos. It's so nice to have a conversation going and to feel like I have friends that I can say, hey, what do y'all think about this? That Instagram thing was awesome because I honestly didn't know what to do. And not only did people vote, but people private messaged me and said, this is why I think this. So it's just love our community. It's just amazing. I hope that you all are doing well. I hope you're staying healthy. I hope you're staying safe. And I hope that you're getting a lot of stitching done. I will be back with you soon, and I'm sure I'll have some other projects started because I can't seem to restrain myself anymore. And I think that's okay. I think that we just do what we want to do at this time with our cross stitch. So thanks, guys. I appreciate you spending time with me. Holler at me. Let me know you're out there. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking, and I'll see you again next time. Bye, y'all.